all for coming. My name is Scott Romano. I'm the committee chair of Ashland Dash 2001, and I want to welcome you to our 2024 Blue and Gold ceremony. We're looking at one of the most exciting events on the Cub Scout calendar. It's the birthday celebration of Cub Scouting. The Blue and Gold, sorry, the wording's a little weird here. The Cub Scouting anniversary is in February, but we celebrate in March. The Boy Scouts of America began in 1910, 114 years ago, with Cub Scouts beginning 20 years later. The Blue and Gold gets its name from the Cub Scout colors. As we celebrate tonight, we're connected to more than 50 million Scouts, young and old, in 155 countries around the world.
Good evening. My name is Evan Lavador, and I am the Cub Master of Ashland Dash 2001. I am proud to officially begin by having all of our Scouts process into the auditorium at this time. Will the Lions please come forward and join us at the campfire?
As the Lions Scout, we have explored new and exciting things and places. We have searched out new activities which has shown us how to interact with our tribes and have fun together.
Will the Tigers please come forward and join us at the campfire?
As Tiger Scouts, we begin to understand the signs and the calls of the tribe. Getting closer to the village, we learn to have fun from other Scouts that live there.
This is the fun part. Will the Wolves please come forward and join us at the campfire?
As Wolf Scouts, we learn the language of the ground, the tracks and ways to find food. We expand upon the skills we learn as tigers while exploring more outdoors.
Will the Bears please come forward and join us at the campfire?
As Bear Scouts, we learn the secret names of the trees, the calls of the birds, and the language of the air. We learn to cook and use knives to prepare for the next step.
Will the Weeblos please come forward and join us at the campfire?
As Weeblos, we are working toward becoming an older Scout, proving ourselves by trying out new skills, performing certain tasks, and passing tests of accomplishment. We are beginning our journey towards the culminating step in Cub Scouts.
Thank you, Den Leaders and Den Scouts. You guys can fill in a little more over on this side too if you want. In 1910, newspapers featured Model T Fords chugging along dirt roads at 8 miles an hour, Thomas Edison's newest invention making movies with sound a reality, and Halley's Comet being photographed for the first time. Buried deep in one newspaper, it was reported, William D. Boyce, a Chicago publisher, incorporated the Boy Scouts of America in Washington, D.C. on February 8th. That was all it said. Who could have guessed that from about 2,000 Boy Scouts and leaders in 1910, scouting in the United States would have grown to the million youth members that it is today? Although changes have been made in scouting over the years, the ideals and principles have remained the same since its beginning. Service to others and preparing young people to become responsible leaders and citizens, which we can tell from the way that they are sticking their hand into the fire. And now, for everyone who is able, please rise in body or spirit for the presentation of colors and the Pledge of Allegiance. Scouts, please rise. Scouts, Scout salute.
Color guard, attention. Color guard, advance. Color guard, please cross the colors. Color guard, hoist the flag of Ashland Cub Scout Pack 3001. Color guard, present the colors. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Color guard, hoist the flag of the United States of America. Color guard, salute. 2. Color guard, dismissed.
Scouts, please remain standing. Everyone else, please be seated.
We are gathered here tonight to honor their logo and pay tribute to scouting, which is more than 100 years old.
Now as we look around us, scouting in action, we see bringing fun and adventure as Ben Howe mentioned.
Under the sky above, striving for truth and spirituality, each Cub Scout learns to show steadfast loyalty. Let us all join to as we go. Beginning tonight, showing peace, sight,
Scout sign. Scouts, join me in the Scout oath. On my honor, thank you, Scouts. You may now be seated. Guys. Okay. As new Scouts join our ranks, they learn our traditions and our ways. There are foundations to who we are as Scouts. We demonstrate our understanding and dedication to Scouting through our knowledge of the Scout Oath, the Scout Law, the sign, the handshake, motto, and salute. Any and all Scouts in first grade or beyond get to proudly display this by earning the rank of Bobcat. Will the den leaders who are presenting Bobcat rank advancements tonight please join me on stage? I want to point out, as folks are coming up here, that Every year, the BSA looks at the Cub Scouting program and decides if there's going to be any changes. Next year, they're making a few substantive changes, and one of those is they are actually eliminating the Bobcat badge. It will become an activity that's part of each rank, but it will no longer be the first badge that everyone earns. It will be one of the belt loops or pins that each rank earns every year. So this is especially meaningful tonight, as these are our last scouts in the pack who will actually be earning their Bobcat badge in quite this way. The following 1st grade through 5th grade new scouts will now be recognized, and please join us here on stage. When your den leader reads your name, please come up to receive your Bob Scout rank, exchange the scout handshake, and then stand in line in the front here.
William Hussey. Come on up, buddy.
You can applaud, it's okay.
Come on up, Jack. Jack Chaudhry, come on, buddy. Lucas Casprick. Come on, Lucas, come on. Nolan Morrell, come on up, buddy. John Thomas, there you go. Jack Holy. I'm gonna try this one again. Jack Chaudhry, come on up, buddy. There we go. And last but not least, Nathaniel Woodward. Good job, Magnus, I'm proud of you.
Wolfden Reed, William Anderson. Oliver Large. Edward Fargo.
Very dead one. Saish Mehta. Ara Kandi.
Vice Premier Dan 6, Ben Hugh. And Patrick Kovacs.
Daniel Kaplan. Sriyan Nakanti.
Alright, so for Lebos and 7, to see him here tonight. Congratulations to Tommy and Kevin.
These scouts have all earned the rank of WACA this year. They can now proudly display that they have begun the first stage of their scouting journey on their uniforms. When a new scout rank is achieved, scouts are expected to display that patch upside down until they do an unprompted good deed. Once this is done, the scout's rank may be sewn on in the correct position. Please join me one more time in congratulating these scouts with a round of applause. Scouts up here on stage, you may go ahead and return to your seats. Scouts. Gentlemen. Some of the Arrow of Light Scouts will now read about the 7 arrows of the Arrow of Light. And their den leader will light a candle at each reading, letting the front flame represent each of these values. Will these scouts please now go to your stations?
The first ray is wisdom. Wisdom doesn't mean knowing everything, but putting the knowledge you have to the right use. The second ray is courage. Courage doesn't mean you are never afraid, but that you do what you must in spite of your fears. The third ray is self-control. Self-control is not just controlling your temper, but controlling yourself and acting thoughtfully and rationally in everything you do. Fourth ray is justice. Justice is treating everyone fairly without prejudice, just as you would want to be treated. The fifth ray is faith. Faith is believing and trusting in someone without the need for physical proof or evidence. The sixth ray is hope. Hope is looking forward to the future with optimism, trusting that things will work out for the best and believing that you can make a difference.
Seventh ray is love. Love is caring for others and putting their needs ahead of your own. This applies to your family, friends, and others.
Thank you, Scouts. Please rejoin your den in front of your seats. And all Arrow lights, please rise. Scouts on the floor, you guys stay sitting down. At this time, we would like to have the adult family members of our AOLs please join them on stage. So please come on up and stand behind your scout when you arrive on stage. While they're coming, I will acknowledge that Joe and I had a debate about whether to use real candles. And after seeing the safety with which the scouts are treating the fake campfire, he was right to go with the electric ones. Scouts, because your family helped you on your climb, they will now be present with you to receive the arrow that you have created that represents your journey towards the arrow of light.
At the base of these arrows are 3 feathers. The 3 feathers represent the 3 groups which support and uphold the scout: their den leaders, their families, and their pack.
The shaft of the arrow is long, straight, and true, a reminder to the scout to always be true to themselves, and that this is sometimes a difficult and long journey.
At the tip of the arrow is a sharp point, reminding the scout that they must always remain sharp, alert, and aware. Each arrow has the same parts, but each arrow is different. It is individual. Each arrow represents the scout's own trail through the Cub Scout.
The arrow of light is important. It is the only Cub Scout badge that can be worn on the Scout uniform for the rest of your life. But more important than the badge itself is what you have learned, the work you have done to help others, and the fun you have had earning it. We will now, Scouts, hand the arrow of light we will now hand the arrow of light badge to each adult family member and ask them, in turn, to present it to you.
With that, our duty is done. May the arrow of light shine forth from you, and may you set a worthy example for others to follow. Congratulations to these Scouts. May you see many exciting adventures on the journey that lies ahead for you. Please join me in congratulating them and their families with a huge round of applause. Okay, we have one more section before we complete our ceremony here tonight. Arrow of Light Scouts joining Ashland Troop 232, which is all of you, as I understand it. Please remain standing with your family members, and please hand your arrows to them. The bridge before you is a symbol of your crossing from Cub Scouting to all that lies before you. And you've all prepared yourselves well for this crossing over. I now invite the Scouts and leaders from Ashland Troop 232 to come forward.
Hello, Scouts of Troop 232.
Fellow Scouts of Pack 3001, what do you desire?
We have all 13 of the Webelos Scouts in our pack who have prepared themselves for entrance into your troop.
Each has contributed much to their den and pack, and we shall miss them.
We welcome your Scouts to join our troop and learn our ways.
Scouts, you are now leaving us to enter Ashland Troop 232. There you will continue to grow in scouting skills and friendships. An important part of your Webelo Scout uniform is your neckerchief. Now that you have outgrown our pack and Cub Scouting, I ask your adult family members to remove your neckerchief since it will serve you no purpose on the other side of that bridge. Keep it as a keepsake of your time in our pack.
Then, leaders, please bring your Arrowlight Scouts and their adult family members forward to the edge of the bridge that joins our pack and troop at one time. I will send over my Scouts to escort each new Scout and their adult family members over the bridge. You will be given the neckerchief of our troop, Troop 232. It shows the world that you are one of us now. Wear it with pride as many have done before you. When your name is read, please pause at the beginning of the bridge. Wait to be met by your fellow Troop 232 Scout. Then be escorted with your adult family member across the bridge to Troop 232 Scout. Nathan Berry. Andrew Bielsa. Andrew Cass Newbury. Alex Keegan. Finley Martin. 29. Jeff Keaton. Theo Rocha. Alex Cedar. Jeffrey Stilatano. Charles Tavesta. Aiden Wazalowski. Alexander Waring.
As Scoutmaster, Basham Troop 232, I welcome you and your adult family members. There are many traditions in National Scouting that will interest you. I am only a guide for these Scouts. These Scouts are the ones that will help you experience the world of Scouting. Welcome to our troop. Please join me in congratulating these Scouts on the completion of the Cub Scouts, crossing over and embarking on their new adventure in Scouting.
For everyone in the room who's able, please rise. Scouts, Scout side. Together, let's all recite the Scout law. A Scout is
trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
Everyone may be seated. I'm now going to lead us in a closing reading entitled, Blessed Are the Cub Scouts, accredited to the National Capital Area Council. Blessed are the Cub Scouts who are taught to see beauty in all things around them, for their world will be a place of grace and wonder. Blessed are the Cub Scouts who are led with patience and understanding, for they will learn the strength of endurance and gift of tolerance. Blessed are the Cub Scouts who are provided a home where family members dwell in harmony and close communion, for they shall become the peacemakers of the world. Blessed are the Cub Scouts who are taught the value and power of truth, for they shall search for knowledge and use it with wisdom and discernment. Blessed are the Cub Scouts who are guided by those with faith in their fellow man, for they will know the value and strength in the community of others. Blessed are the Cub Scouts who are loved and know that they are loved, for they shall sow seeds of love in the world and reap joy for themselves and others. At this time, we are going to transition into the second half of the evening. In a moment, Scouts, I will dismiss you by rank, and please, in a moment, and please join your families at the tables where they're seated. Don't start the food line yet.